Thanks for joining us to Meet a GOED member, where we introduce you to the entire omega-3 universe, one member at a time. Today's member will be the law firm of Amin, Talati, Upadhye, who will be represented by one of its partners, Ivan Wasserman. Ivan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very happy to do this.
Of course, it's our pleasure. Now, our first question is, what do you want the GOED membership to know generally about your firm?
Unlike a lot of law firms out there, Amin Talati specializes, is 100% dedicated to the food, dietary supplement, and pharmaceutical industries. So even though we're a small firm compared to a lot of the big firms out there, you really have a critical mass of people that are experts in this industry, devoted to the success of this industry, and just really excited and honored to be part of this amazing industry of dietary supplements and foods. The other thing that I really want the folks out there to know is obviously, law firm, we're not selling a product. We're not selling omega-3 fatty acids. We're selling ourselves. We're selling the people in the firm. And I just work with a bunch of wonderful people. We are fun to work with. I think in particular, we like to have a good time, as well as obviously provide top-notch legal services. In addition to just being lawyers, you can really benefit from the backgrounds of the folks at the firm. We have experts in the firm, attorneys in the firm, who are not only lawyers, but are also have degrees in biochemical engineering, in nutrition, in pharmacy, real experts. So, we dive deep into the issues, and not only do we provide sort of cutting edge legal regulatory, but we also, I think, uniquely provide intellectual property guidance.
And Ivan, from the perspective of all of that experience and expertise, what do you think the biggest challenges for omega-3s are going forward?
From our perspective, we're lawyers, we are regulatory experts. The biggest challenges are not necessarily unique to the omega-3 industry, but unique to the dietary supplement industry in general. Obviously, dietary supplements, generally functional ingredients, need to make sure that they understand and follow the regulations in order to ensure consumer confidence in the products that we all sell. There's obviously very strict rules and regulations governing the claims that can be made for products, how products have to be manufactured, how products must be labeled, etc. And, every day, not every day, but more often than not, we hear about problems in the industry with claims, products overselling their benefits. Products might have wonderful benefits, but there are some companies out there who might sort of go past those wonderful benefits and oversell their products. I think every time that happens, we sort of erode consumer confidence in the wonderful products that we sell. And so really understanding the rules of the road, so to speak, is going to be a challenge not only for the fish oil and the omega-3 industries, but for the entire supplement industry.
So, Ivan, if you had to choose, this is kind of whimsical, but if you had to choose a vehicle to represent the thing that makes your firm special, what would you choose and why?
Vehicle, huh? I get asked this question quite often. If we had to be a vehicle, I think we'd be a Tesla. And I apologize if anyone has used that answer before, but I think it just really, really hits home what our firm is. Tesla is a small company. We are a small firm. But Tesla really is effectively competing with, and in a lot of ways beating, the big guys out there.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your patience, Ivan, with that question and for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate all that this association does for us.